Alright, welcome back for another planner video. We're back in the backwoods again, also known as the side of our property. We're painting over here. Don't mind the trash cans, they're just there. But we're going to paint this tree. I had painted this one before, but it was more of a horizontal layout, and I painted this one before, painted this one, and this one over here. But I'm going to paint this one turned vertical. So it's kind of dreary. The sun's kind of trying to poke out. I'm hoping it doesn't poke out very much because I do like this muted light here we got going on. So let's get started. Let me grab a brush. I'm going to tone the canvas. It's got some paint on here. It's already been on here from the previous go. Let's see what we got. I'm just going to get with it here. Let's see. I want to get a greenish. I'm really making a mess of this, but let's see. Okay. I think I might be able to work with this. I'm going to go top down. This is going to be, I'm trying to get yellow, but some blue in there, and I think, oh gosh, it's so hard. It's now turning reddish almost. It's got some red in it. Okay, I'm trying to just get most of that out. Okay, I think we're good there. It's kind of going purple almost now. Yeah, our sun is opening up. Okay, so kind of like this. And my tree's gonna go up here. And it needs to go, basically, the sky is gonna run around in here. That's going to be my sky. So let me go get a paper towel. And paper towels right here. I need this to go thin. I'm just going to spend my time getting this. Oh my gosh, I got to take off my jacket. Why do I have a jacket on? I don't know. Oops. Okay, hold on. Texas weather is always changing. Okay, oops. Hold on. That's good. Let's do a little bit more oil here. Just going to thin it out. So. Actually, probably could use a little bit more paint over here. But since the sun is on my left, this needs to thin out more. Okay, I'm gonna need another paper towel. Hold on. Oops. Okay, I think so. Okay, let's go ahead and start doing the tree's literally going to be the last thing I'm putting on. I'm just kind of doing what I feel is behind this tree, because that's what's going to be the last thing I put in. So I'm just going to estimate some things here. Let's see. I might have to reload my palette, probably. It's kind of coming red. Even got bugs going across. There's a speeder. This one's kind of going a little on the red side. That's good. It's showing some. I think my tree is basically going to split right here with the main trunk going this way. So that means all this in here is going to go. I'm trying to leave some sky holes and attempt to paint probably need a lot bigger brush than this one, but I'm going to kind of estimate some things here. Hopefully this is going to work out. And I'm doing it a little differently than I normally do. Alright, let's use some green here. Does need to go back further. A little bit further. I think we're going to push a lot of this around. Bit more richer here as we go down into the forest of stuff. I think I'm gonna open this part up a little bit more. This is going higher. It's gonna go a little bit lighter. Gonna float over there. A little more blue, a little bit more brown, a little more green. It kind of goes dark like this, and kind of really dark in these areas here. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this orange piece, but it looks like I could probably include that. Okay. Now I need to maybe branch into the cooler blue. A little bit of a cooler blue-green. Let's see. Not quite. There we go. A little bit of a cooler green here. We're going to stop it right there. Go up. Okay. Might have to come in with the sky color a little bit more to fill that in. Okay, and our sun's already out. Yeah. Okay, so sometimes things change, but hopefully we're hitting it. We're going to try to hit it in the middle somehow. Let's get some more yellow ochre here. It's a bit too vibrant of a yellow ochre. And our tree is going to be trying to paint around what I'm going to call the tree trunk. Tree trunk's going to be right about there. So I'm not trying to paint exactly what I see. I mean, obviously I'm not even going to get anywhere close, but trying to get an idea of what it looks like. And that needs to go a little cool, right? A cool green. Right there, and we can probably continue that in here. We're really just simplifying these masses of colors. I think I need to add a little bit more orange to that mixture. Just a little bit of oil. I'm going to mass in this area a little bit more. I'm really beating this brush to death here. Okay. Okay. If I can get the green grass is now pretty yellow looking, yellow green. Oh, we need to open it up a little bit more. Trying to dig what remainder white I got in here. That's good. We don't have a massive amount of sunlight, but all these values are pretty similar, so it's not real bright. And then when I get out here, I'm just going to get a little bit. Oh, here we go. See if I can go cool with that. Going this way. So this is mainly about this tree, and if I can get these values pretty much in, the rest will kind of be easy to work around. Try not to fill in everything. Maybe this line needs to be broken, obviously. Okay, that's better. Alright, so let's try to work on the well, let's see. I need to clean my palette. I need to add more color. I'll take a little bit of a break. Be right back. Okay, back. So palette clean. Let's get back to painting. Alright, let's see. Trying to make some decisions here. I'm going to try to finish the back left tree. Let's go with a different brush. That one's pretty much caked in green. I need a little bit darker mix. Just a touch of red. Warm it up. Lines. I'm going to dull it a little bit, add a little bit of orange to it because there's some color to these trunks. In the background, I think. Okay. I need to. I'm gonna try to just enliven this just a little bit more of a green. And try and fill in a little bit more like the leaves are bunched up. You see, it's already turned blue. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but to my eyes, it's already blue. Okay. I might try to go for a little more trunk situation down in here. I'm just going to restructure my tree here. Wider trunks at the bottom, obviously, and down in here is just some broken, darker bits. And I'm going to follow this path of dark floating over this area a little bit. Hopefully that'll work okay. And continue. Let's go ahead and do, probably use the same color, just a tiny bit of medium, so let it flow some. There's some dark areas floating around this area here. Okay. Alright. Let's I know a lot to think about. I think I might even come in and work on these trunks here, which are a little bit lighter. There are some. This is like a purple coming up in here. Some of these sections are getting a little bit more. And even get some of this color. It's just kind of dancing around in here. Alright, so now we gotta start going with the tree. Let's start working with the tree. I think I'm gonna get a nice dark purple on the right side of this tree. I'll go a little dark with the brown. Really smooth that out. Maybe even brown it up a little bit. This light's just nuts. These values are close, and they start to lighten up as they go up. What the heck you doing? A bunch of noise back there somewhere. Hoping my purplish gray is gonna work out okay. Gonna put a slight kink right there. And then I want to make it a little darker. There's a branch there. Oh, like that. So now I just need to kind of start to bring it over. That's looking good so far. Try to get some of this. Actually, this needs to be darker. As we go up, way up there. So it's starting to resemble a tree. Whew, the sun's already killing me. This goes across. I use just a little bit of medium to help let it flow off a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so now we need to, this will work on this branch. And there's a darker branch in the background, some other tree. Oof, already getting hot. Okay. Let's see if I can get the highlight going on. I think I'm going to switch brushes. Here we go. I have to make it go grayer. Just a tiny bit of red. Okay, I'm just going to exaggerate this part, but I'm going to come back. Cut into it at a later stage. I'm going to avoid the gray paint. Follow the outside. Because this is thinner. Some of this is brighter. This is a nice thin line there. I'm gonna have to work on that section there though. Looking good. There's this one, I got an extra branch. I'm going to pretend that branch is behind this tree. Go up just like so. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to put some other wrap around highlights in here. It's like parts of the tree is just getting a little bit more. This is dry brushing really. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm going to work on some more of the background and hopefully I'll try to fill this up in. Let's see, let's get this brush back. Get some blue going, some yellow. Oh, bugs are out. So what do we have here? I might have to change my sky just a little bit. Okay. Ooh, down to here, and I guess we'll follow this up. Okay. And see if I can get this gray going on in here. This is just sending stuff in the back a little bit more. Trying not to really go into this mess. So now I'm gonna, I just don't want to change that color very much at all, really. I'm just gonna put like a hint of red in it. Like we got some red foliage. Just a hint. Yeah, a little bit more up here. Okay. And now I think I'm going to go in with the sky color. I think the sky color needs to change just a bit. And maybe emphasize let me do the branches real quick. I'm going to make these just a little darker in some areas. Okay. Possibly a little bit more red, brown hair mixture. let's go ahead and that doesn't need to be there. I'm trying to carefully put some darks, but that sun's a killer. Okay. I think it's time for the blue. I hate to put blue in the sky. I think it's just gonna need it. So, switching brushes to about, I guess, this big of a brush is fine for the areas. A chunk of white. Okay, I need to gray it down a little. This is kind of a yellow green, but now it's more purple, bluish red. I'm just naming off colors that are going into the mix. A little bit of red in there. Okay, this is my mixture right now. Alright. Oh, got a bug. Okay. So our sun keeps cutting in and out. Alright, I think we're okay now. Let's just see. I think that's okay. In fact, let's just do this. It's like I'm filling in the blanks, basically. Not a lot of sky holes in here. So more or less I'm just kind of glazing over some of this. Not really glazing, just kind of dry brushing over the top. I'm gonna go just a little bit darker as I go down. Within this mess here. Okay, that's a little much. Okay, let's see. This needs to be worked on. Okay. I'm trying not to fill all this yellow space. Up too much. This is like that. And then just kind of step back and check it out. I think I'm gonna try to leave that bit right there as cloud, potential cloud. And I need to dive deeper into this blue. And I might have to go in even darker with some of this green to help this blue not stand out too much. Let's go back to this one. The light is changing. I'm having to just work. I'm having to almost stop what I'm looking at so I can focus on just the painting itself. In fact, I'm just kind of doing that right now. I want to show that there is a darker tree in the back here somewhere. There are some stuff. And then this one over here. I'm fighting this area here. I think I need to smudge it out even grayer, but I think I might be okay. I don't want to wrap around anymore, or try not to put too much attention to stuff. Okay, it's looking good so far. Okay. I think I want to really emphasize some lights here. That one really doesn't get all that. Okay, so it's this one that needs to go a little bit there. Maybe that one right there. Okay. Alright, I think we're getting something going on here. Let's see if I can put that on me. Okay, I think I want to attempt to get some of that orange in. Let's see. I think right about in here. There are some that are yellow. Yellow ochre to dome. There's some bits in here. Like some leaves. Floating around in front. Dancing on the edge. Whee! Okay. I'm trying not to put like a bunch of stuff in here. Only just some stuff. There's some of these red looking leaves. Maybe even oops. There you go. Okay. Like very few highlights that make it through this brush. As you go higher, you just kind of get a little bit more. Maybe the idea of having a cloud floating around in the air. Okay, so now I'm on the borderline of just putting too much in. Okay, so now I'm going to focus on the bottom. Okay. A little bit of yellow. I'm going to hit some of these. These are cool greens. I hate to get rid of this one, but bye-bye, buddy. These are like the grass is, see over here, the grass is laying over. It's just catching more of the sky. It's more over here on this side, isn't it? But not really over here. These are like real quick. Dry brush and squiggles. We can put in the stock. Okay. On there. Okay. portrait of a tree. This is Into the Woods number 5. So I pretty much got 5 of them. I think I want to introduce more of the idea, entertain the idea of a cloud here. Okay, so I made some sky holes that not quite making sense there. Let's just take out that. Okay, so now I broke the chain. You gotta be careful in these because you're just putting a little too much detail in an area that doesn't need detailing. And my idea of entertaining that there's a cloud there, I mean it's still there, but let's do, just cover that part up. Okay. That's good. Some grasses. And smudge that around. This is going into a photo frame, so I don't want too many little border areas. That are white. That's nice. got a good overall design. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and sign this one. Nice one. Different brush. Red. I just left over the red. Okay, ready? Yeah. Good. So that's trying to keep it simple and say what I wanted to say. That's pretty much it. Without having to detail the heck out of everything. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. And here's the finished painting. It was a fun one. The weather, although it was cutting in and out, mostly overcast, but sometimes it would open for sun. And that's kind of where I hit right in the middle, where it was just getting light caught on the tree trunk. And yeah, that was a fun one to do. Real simple. I was trying to keep it simple. Keep the brushwork simple, and adding little bits of color here and there, and leaving some of it real simplified, and trying to keep a good composition. The tree, although it's right in the middle, I mean, it's a portrait of the tree. It's basically, that's what I was wanting to paint. And yeah, fun one to do. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.